It is mortgage paying day. Mhm. Am I on? He was born in a little trailer camp. Lord, just like that trailer, he been begging ever since. It's been long, a long time coming, and it looks like nothing much has changed. Oh, no, it ain't. And he go to y'all brothers, and he says, brothers, help me please. And we end up knocking him back on his knees. Oh, there were times when we thought that he wouldn't last too long. Oh. Good morning, peoples. God before everything, why did they distract your message? Mm-hmm. And there's 75, Miss Sherry. I see the children got a story on today. So we want to add our 2 cents to it because I find it fascinating as well. For some of y'all, how you doing, Nikki B? Oh, you missed my beautiful music. Maybe I hit you up later. Good morning, everybody. Listen, do y'all remember a while ago, a few years back, when Wiley, the Marquise Wiley show, Wiley had himself in a situation where he had a job at old folks' home and he couldn't get back and forth to work, correct? And so his subscribers helped him to get a car, a vehicle, because that's what he needed. He needed a car to get back and forth to work. Of course, Jay Wilson had to come over there and piss and shit all over his effort. All the man wanted to do was go to work, right? Next thing you know, a week later, Jay Wilson's on here talking about he's writing a book. He's writing a book and he needs several thousands of dollars for his editor. So his book won't be like Timothy Blaine book. I'm gonna get the best editor. I'm gonna get the. Then he went and had a GoFundMe, right? And he raised $3,600 on GoFundMe, plus what he got these people for on YouTube. Correct. Then you found out that he didn't buy no damn editor because the book was not edited. A 3-year-old could edit better than that. There was no editor. He kept the money. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember all the various scams that Jay Wilson has pulled? Well, this situation is there's this guy named Vic Damone. Maybe some of you guys, he's from a different sector. Vic Damone. He announced that he had a car accident and he got some money from his supporters to get a car. Almost the exact same thing happened with Wiley. He needed to raise some money for a car, right? And so as soon as Jay Wilson heard about him raising money for a car, he immediately said, now he got himself a wish list because I guess this guy, Vic Damone, put it on his wish list that he needed a vehicle and a stove at the same time. And he was able to accomplish that. So now Jay Wilson, he's on here with his wish list. Is it Christmas, Jay Wilson? I mean, you had a birthday last month, correct? You had a birthday last month. So I'm trying to figure out, is this Christmas come early? Because that's when people have wish lists. When they have a birthday or they have an anniversary or they have Christmas, some reason that people want to buy you a gift, girl. How you just gonna come out of nowhere just because this boy got money because he needed his vehicle was destroyed? You bring your ass out here now. I'm gonna get some money too. I'm gonna get some money too. So he's on there this morning. Hey, how you doing? Request is how you doing, St. James? Happy traveling. Anyway, well, what else I was to say about this? Okay, so Jay Wilson, he's got is on his wish list. Jay Wilson has come on here time and time again and bragged about he built this house from the ground up. If you built a house from the ground up between 7 and 8 years ago, Jay Wilson, why in the hell would you need a new water heating system or a water softener? You asked for both. Both of these pieces of equipment, excuse me, both of these pieces of equipment are over $500. It's $1,100. Key thing, just for the equipment, right? That's not the primary expense. The primary expense is getting the plumber to replace the old system. Correct, Jay Wilson? So you came on here and you all, oh, I'm gonna give him something to talk about. Oh, I'm gonna give him something. I'm gonna feed kids. You're not feeding the kids my ass. Then send them their money back. If you just want to come on here to have content and feed the kids, as you say, Jay Wilson, then give them their money back, because some of them are going to give you cash apps, which is the primary. That's what you're after, because nobody's going to go on to Amazon and buy your ass a goddamn water heater or a water softener. If they're going to buy a water heater, they're going to buy it for their own goddamn house. Correct? Jay Wilson, you were so jealous of this boy because he got some money for a fucking car that he needed, that you had to bring your ass in there and see what you could get, right? Just like the same old Jay Wilson, honey. You see.
At least, you know, she is covered, and then the other person, if she hits somebody, they covered.
He's talking about Vic, his car accident.
Don't shoot the messenger. I just looked at the situation. So
here's his motivation.
So this is what I don't get, y'all. And so, you know, I put my wish list up because y'all mean to tell me that them people done bought Vic a car? I ain't jealous.
You not?
I ain't jealous.
Really?
I ain't mad. I ain't mad. But if you see what's highlighted and if you see what's on the ticker, I got an old nasty piece of wish list. Now, I plan to get the stuff on my wish list, but maybe you have not because you asked not. And the Bible say ask, and so I'm asking.
So you're blaming on Jesus? You're blaming it on Jesus? So his motivation was that Vic people over there gave him some money, right? So now he bringing his ass on here talking about how he asked not but wanted. Jay Wilson, check this out. When I wanted a refrigerator for my apartment, put my food in, I went out and I bought myself a refrigerator. I wanted a new stove. I didn't need a new stove, but I wanted a new stove. This is something that I wanted. What did I do? I went out and I bought myself a stove. It never involves people on YouTube, nigga. Right? How in the hell, if you've been in the house for between 7 and 8 years, a brand new house that you built up from the ground, would you need a new water heater? They only last 7 years. If you have a water softener or don't have a water softener, girl, after 7 years, you need a whole new brand new system, girl. Right? No, that's not what you need. That's what you want. The difference between you and with Wiley's situation, he needed a car or his ass couldn't go to work. Correct? You just want a goddamn water system and you want a water softener. Since these are things that you want, then you buy them your goddamn self. When my TV blew up in my goddamn bedroom, nigga, I didn't go expecting other people to buy me a new TV. Shit. If you want to have a nice TV, you got to buy it. Correct, Jay Wilson? So he's over there trying to make it all like, oh, look, they got him a car. How can I get something? No, nigga. There's nothing wrong with your water system in your car. We don't know if you just saw this on one of them HGTV somewhere. I think I heard that on Deanna's page. You done saw something on HGTV and you say you want to get you I want me a fancy water heater. I want me a fancy water softener. And all this kind of, well, buy it. There's another issue. Do you know what today is? It's the 30th of the month. The 30th of the month. So now you say that even if they don't give you, which nobody's gonna give you no goddamn water. People are not spending no $500 and $600, particularly under this administration, child, on giving gifts, right? You want two people to give you that because they got to pay for the whole thing, right? No. What was I just saying? God damn it. People are not, so you think they're going to give you some cash apps, girl, to offset the cost of this stuff, right? Am I right or am I wrong, Jay Wilson? Since you said that you're going to get it anyway, that the man, you said the plumber is coming on Saturday. Let me ask you a question. How much does a plumber cost? I could look it up, but I think in the San Antonio area, a plumber is probably somewhere between $65, $75 an hour. You're talking about installing a whole new system in this shack of yours, right? Correct? So are you also going to ask them for that money as well for the installation, Jay Wilson? Because you ain't got nothing extra, girl. How in the fuck are you going to go now and you say you're going to pay for this thing anyway, even though they don't come through for you? How are you going to pay that rent, which is due tomorrow? Your mortgage is due tomorrow. Your budget, and we've been proven time and time again, has been so tight. You ain't got no extra $1,100, nigga. Plus the plumber, you ain't got no $2,000 for no goddamn hot water, fool. Correct? So you got to make a decision now. Water heater, pay the mortgage. Water heater, pay the mortgage. Because before you would make crazy ass decisions, right? And you wouldn't pay the mortgage and you would immediately fall behind because you live so close to the curb. Correct? And so, are you going to pay the rent tomorrow? Then where are you going to get the other extra $2,000, Jay Wilson? I'm just curious. I'm just asking, honey. How y'all doing today? He always trying to make it like some big ass joke. It ain't no joke. Nigga, if it's a joke, give them their money back. Anybody sent you a cash app, then you say, oh, I was just kidding. I was just getting that. I was just doing that to piss off Vic. I was just showing, I was just playing with Vic. I was just, well, you did document it on Amazon, correct? It is up there, correct? And you are dropping your cash app and asking people, if you can't go and buy the item, then just give me the cash app. Let's give me another scam to get more money, Jay Wilson. Correct? I'm just asking questions. Hold on a minute. Do you know what today is? It is mortgage paying day. It's mortgage paying day. Where you getting all this extra? Is it because you got a promotion, girl? That must have been one hell of a promotion. You said you only interviewed 3 people, girl, since you've been there. The promotion, what's that been, a month ago? You talked to 3 people? Were you in the office 8 hours a day? How could you be? You've been on here 4 and 5 times every single day since you have made your big announcement, Jay Wilson. Correct? You got the corner office, you said? And as I tried to explain to you before, I do remember this from my working days, girl. When you have to interview somebody, you simply go and use that particular office. Many people use that office, girl. You ain't got shit. You ain't got no, if you got a raise, Miss Thing, it would only be a month old. So you haven't even got a paycheck from the raise yet. And you already buying water softeners and water heaters and all this shit, girl. All that's going to come out of that first check. Jay Wilson, don't you fuck around and not pay that mortgage again. Because that's why you got it in such horrible shape last week. Because didn't you have a birthday just this last month? That's how you pay the mortgage last month, correct, Jay Wilson? So what happened to the money? Is that the money you're going to use for the water shit? I'm trying to understand. How are you going to go and pay for the water? Well, we know you ain't got no credit. You have 0 credit. You could not buy a cup of coffee on your credit cards, nor your debit cards. We saw it with our own eyes. We heard the cashier. We saw it with our own eyes, right? You have no credit. So are you going to kick the $2,000 out of your ass. You got to buy both units, and you got to pay for a plumber, which you said is already scheduled to come in on Saturday. Correct? So where's that money coming from, Jay Wilson? I'm just asking you some questions, man. How y'all doing today? Oh, I know they gonna talk about it. I'm gonna get the Jill. I'm gonna get the girls that talking. You ain't gonna get the girls my ass. You just begging for money, nigga. Stop trying to dress it up.
Did she do it on the bus? Did she have boo-boo in her drawers?
Why you worry about somebody having boo-boo in their drawers, girl? See, she goes right back to being a filthy, nasty pig. Why would that be amusing to us, Jay Wilson, if somebody don't shit on themselves? Have you ever shit on yourself? Have you ever sit in that Volvo and shit on yourself, girl? I'm just saying. Everybody got to use the bathroom, honey. But that is something you have to immediately get back to, correct? To get your ass off of this money thing, or you begging for this money. Hold on.
Yo, I don't know.
You don't know shit, so shut up.
I never came for your dead ass mama, so don't fuck with me.
Okay, all they do is fight over there.
I said, you know what? I'm gonna go right here and get my little water softener, and I'm gonna go right ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
So nasty piece of water heater. So anyway, but it's there. So if you want to be a blessing, you can. If you don't, you don't have to.
We know that.
It's pretty pricey. I'm gonna get it though, because either way I'm gonna get it. But I said I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna walk on faith. And I said I'm gonna put it on out there. But Vic said the black said that bought him the car, honey. I'm like, okay, I ain't see it now. You know, people be talking a good game, but I said, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and put that fleece on out there. But anyway, you all, you know, I haven't really been watching a lot of.
Girl, shut up, Miss Thing. Stop trying to change the subject. Shut your ass up. What y'all think? Now you can understand. You can say, you know what? Come online and say, listen, my water heater just blew up. It blew up in the middle of the night, and I don't have water to wash my ass. I can't go to work because I stink. That would be one thing. But you're talking about you built a house from the ground up 7 years ago, girl. 7 years ago, and now all of a sudden you need this goddamn wash. It's an emergency water. You just thought of something you could do to get money because you saw Vic get money. She had so many. Child has so many scams. We didn't seen her ripping off the goddamn Las Vegas. We didn't seen her ripping off people for all kinds of crazy ass shit. She done caused the goddamn Cash App Palooza. She did the Cash App Palooza so much she shut the motherfucker down. Now we can't even get but 9 Cash App, but they shut it down. You already surpassed your number of Cash Apps for a day. It was her and people like her who did that shit because they went in there with their scams. And their plots to rip people off. What else? He bought some other shit. Be quiet, boy. Jay Wilson will never get tired of begging. That's what happens when you're raising a trailer. Hey, ding dong. Uh-oh. Hit that boom right here. Sit it down. Push it down. Push down that boom. There you go. There you go. She been begging all her life. See, in the trailer park, girl, it would not be something unusual. You know, you get out of school, you go get you some gas in your car, child, and you will see these little poor ass kids outside in front of the gas station. I'll wash your windows. Some of them are selling pop bottles, girl. Right. Most of them are just begging. Can you give me $1? Can you give me $1? This is the environment Jay Wilson came from, honey. And he's never been able to let it go. So even when he's saying that he is a big time college professor, and he's a minister of music, and he's a pastor, and he's a whatever the fuck, all this shit he is, girl. It all still comes down. He cannot leave the beef sector, and he cannot stop begging. And he is such a jealous piece of shit, girl. You could not take the idea of that dude getting a car from off of YouTube. You immediately went into this goddamn thing, your begging mode. Correct, Jay Wilson? I was waiting for the drag. Drag his punk ass. He don't got no problem dragging about people here. He over there dragging people for shitting on himself. She got so much to say, honey. And then at the same time, he's still a low-life piece of shit. They're Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, if you want something, save for it. If you want water softener for your house, or you want to upgrade your water system for no particular reason, but that's something that you want, save for it. Correct? That's what you do. That's what everybody does. That's what normal people do, Jay Wilson, right? So what you going to have us do next? Shall we buy you new plumbing for your house? You don't want to be in a house, nigga. There's expenses to having a house. There are expenses, girl. And you're going to ask people to pay for it for you? So you can come back. And what happened to the new content, nigga? You're saying the exact same shit. You over here talking about people got shit running down their legs. You're talking about everybody's relationship. You're going on about all the exact same commentary that you always had. You did nothing, and you came on here and talked about it for 2 weeks. Oh, the new content. Oh, they can't. They're jealous because of the new content. Oh, we talked about politics. You came on here and you said, oh, the tariffs are bad. The tariffs are bad. See, we talked about politics. We talked. Jay Wilson, you are such a fucking piece of shit, honey. I just don't understand you as a person, as a human being, honey. And then I know they're gonna read me. I know, because you know that you deserve to be read, Miss Thing. To be bitching and complaining about how poor everybody else is, Miss Thing. Yeah, you're supposed to be the rich one, right? You're the privileged one. Yeah, you're the one that got your ass over here begging constantly, girl. You're one of these kind of niggas. I got 2 cars. I got 2 cars. 2 cars. You could only get gas in one of them. Correct? You sitting up in that damn house, girl. You ain't had no hot water all this time. The hot water was faulty. All this time, you bragging about a goddamn house, ain't got no water in it. I got 2 cars. I think I've discussed it before about those 2 cars, Jay Wilson. You took that goddamn stinking Lincoln down to the trade-in place, right? Because Uber told you that you could not have this older car and present yourself as a luxury vehicle. We're not going to have you going back and forth to the airport in a jalopy, correct? So you tried to trade that damn piece of shit in, right? And the car dealers told you, this car is what was it, 15 years old? We'll give you $500 for the car, right? Well, you had just paid $1,200 for new tires for the car. So you couldn't make it make sense that I would now give it away for $500, correct? So you had no choice but to keep the stinking Lincoln. Right, Jay Wilson? You kept the stinking Lincoln. You cannot afford 1 car. But now you got 2 cars to brag about. Both look, if you look at it from the back, they look like the same goddamn car. There's no reason to have 2 gray sedans. You were stuck with the goddamn thing. You can't keep them both on the road, girl. That's why one is constantly parked. The Rada request is is wild. Girl, well, that's just like me. If I want me a new statue. All right, you guys, I need a new statue. No, Timothy, you don't need shit. You have too many statues. What you need, what you have is a want. You want a new statue. So what do? You go and you save your money and you buy what you want. You want new shoes? You go out and buy you some new shoes. It is not the responsibility of YouTube to supply your wants. Correct? They can supply your needs if they feel there is a sincere need. But I don't see how you could be needing a water heater, girl, in 7 years. Correct? If it's brand new out the box, girl. Yeah, he's jealous. He said it over and over again about this Vic situation, child. The whole situation, it wouldn't even came up if Vic hadn't got a new car. I said, wait a minute. Your Vic got a whole car. Same thing he said about Wiley. Came up there and ripped them people off with that stupid ass pamphlet. Child, that was an insult to humanity. Not true. Okay. Don't encourage him, please. He gonna have to make a decision because that mortgage is due tomorrow, and he got the tomorrow is Thursday. Then he got the plumber coming in on Saturday. The plumber wants his money up front, right? He done dealt with enough broke motherfuckers to know that he better get his up front, right? So where you come up with all this money, Jay Wilson? What you gonna do? Hopefully you're not gonna convince yourself now, I'll just make it up later. It's been bad. And I keep telling you, boy, there's a tragedy. At one point, you're gonna go into that bank and you're gonna come out crying. You know why you're gonna come out crying? Because they're gonna tell you no more. Nothing. No mas. We're not doing anything else to keep you in that house. If you don't respect your mortgage enough to make sure that it's paid every month, we're not doing anything else. Nothing else is going in the back of the loan. As a matter of fact, you have several things piled up back there already. And now we just want our money. Or you have until the 26th to get out. I'm just saying, Jay Wilson. What happened to his promotion? I thought you got more money on the promotion. You come over here talking about a promotion. Child, he ain't been he hasn't even got a paycheck from the promotion, right? He came over here talking about all this new extra lifestyle he has now because of this promotion. Well, people get a promotion. What do they get? They get a raise of, I don't know, $100 a week, maybe $100 a week. Jay Wilson, you come on here like you are a CDO now or somebody. You are some executive. Today he said, "Oh, I'm not executive. I didn't say I was executive. I didn't say I was executive." What did you say exactly, Jay Wilson? Tell us what you said, honey. You said you interview people for a job. Do they hire somebody every day? Seems to me the whole world is being laid off, honey. Or do they just tell you to come in when we need to hire somebody? Another part-time gig. That's all I see, Jay. So I'm sorry. I have to be honest with you, honey. Thank you, Daisy. You agree with me. What happened to his promotion? Don't promotions come with an increase in salary? I know he didn't hold on to that goddamn birthday money from last month. He couldn't hold on to it that long, honey. Ain't no way in hell. Right? So where's he getting this from? What scam is this, Jay Wilson? You better not try that bullshit with that plumber. He's going to take that pipe wrench and bust you upside your goddamn head. Give me my money, bitch. The shit is installed. No checks, please. I looked you up. Cash only. Cash, bitch. He gonna get a few people. What do you call them? People who feel sorry for everybody. Gonna give him $20 or $30 here or whatever, and he gonna pay it for something else. He ain't got no credit card. I mean, most homeowners, I would imagine that you have a credit card just for the house, for the expenses that come up to it, up on the house, right? You want to have 2 cars. What happens when a damn car gets a flat? You come on YouTube, tell I need flat, I need new tires, I need new tires. But goddamn, honey, I'm a high school dropout. You a motherfucking supposed to be a senior executive and God damn it. Whatever. You got all these goddamn jobs, you get all this money, you above it all and all that kind of shit. Why do I have to pay for your tires? Nigga, if I buy new tires, I'm gonna change the tires on my own goddamn car. Couldn't stand it. That boy got it. Ooh. Vic, you need to leave him alone. You don't need nobody like that who you know is jealous of you. Who's jealous of you trying to put he trying to piss and shit all over what you got going on your own page. Easter was good, but do we get a wish list for Easter? Why would he need a wish list? You think people don't wish for stuff? You think some of these women don't want diamond earrings? Do they come on YouTube? I'm wishing for diamond earrings. I'm wishing. Most people go on there, girl, they wish for something that costs $22.99, $10.99. Something costs $30, girl. You go on there and listen, asking for $500 gifts, and not one. You want $1,100. Something's wrong with you, Jay Wilson. You could have spent all this time since you've been on YouTube. You could have spent all this time actually applying for a real job. A real job, nigga. You done had all this little piecemeal bullshit that you got on here. You came on here, introduced yourself crying, I just lost a job. I just lost it. They said, well, girl, what are you crying about? Isn't this what you usually do? From what we've seen so far, losing a job is just something you do every couple of weeks. You shouldn't be begging for anything, especially not right. Hell, we're black people. Motherfucker, we're trying to get everything he can get out of people. Child shit. I'm in my corner office. I'm looking at the view from my corner office. Oh, these degrees came in handy. These degrees. This thing. I would take your degrees, Jay Wilson, and wipe my ass with them. And I would be very, very upset and disappointed if I had spent years and years and years and years in these classes you took, girl, and to no avail. They mean nothing. They have no value at all. So why brag about them? You should be ashamed that you even got them, girl. Lyrics needs a pool for summer. Could y'all get Lyric a pool? We want to have a pool. Lord have mercy. What kind of event can I compare this thing to? Oh, during COVID, I had a older Apple computer here, and they gave us how much was it? Y'all remember? I think it was something like $1,600, something like that. And at the same time, I believe it was my birthday, and you guys had given me somewhere around the area of $1,000. So what I did, Jay Wilson, I didn't go and beg and say, well, listen, I want a new computer. So could y'all give me the money to go buy a new computer? No, they just gave me the money. And I took what I was getting from the government, right? And I put it together, and I went out and bought what I wanted, what I needed, what I felt like I needed. It's totally different than coming on here and begging somebody to buy you a new computer just because you want one, right? So what I'm suggesting is you stick with that hot water that you got in that old canister, hot water heater, and keep on brushing your teeth with that hard ass water. I didn't realize how hard the water was in Texas, but you have been in that house for 7 years and you ain't had no water softener, girl. That means all your laundry is nasty because of that hot ass, that hard ass water, girl. That's cold. There's got to be a reason that you want a new water heater and you want a water softener. You've been cooking with that stuff. You put that hard ass water in Lyric's bowl. You've been poisoning that dog for all this time, Jay Wilson. Right, but you want to be a homeowner. I'm a homeowner. Barely in there, girl. Because that's because you gave integrity. He is not a clue what that is. He don't have a clue what integrity is. Hell no, child. You want something, buy it. Those are your extras, honey. That's why people go to work every goddamn day. They want something, they buy it. Hi, Tracy. I miss Tracy. Lord, I must be way behind. Ooh, look at all the children in here, honey. I know I'm giving the children. I'm giving them something to talk about. You ain't giving shit. You're begging for that goddamn money. If you're not begging for their money, then give it back. Hold on, mate. See if I can find me a little taste, honey. I love to get me a little taste.
Who did I watch today, y'all? I watched a little bit of Rock.
Why are you watching a little bit of Rodney? I thought you said you had new content. You feeling good from your head to your shoes. Know where you're going and you know what to do. You pointing up your point of view. You got a new attitude. What's changed, Jay Wilson? Tell me one goddamn thing that has changed about this stupid ass channel. You come on here, the whole motherfucking world is talking about Donald Trump. And you go out and say Donald Trump 3 times. Oh, I talked about politics. I talked about politics. Dumbass. Look at my phone. Look at the phone, girl. $179 extra. I'm going right back down. I didn't go back yesterday. I'm going back today.
You can be liable. So Vic is correct. Vic is correct. So if his wife was...
Why you worry about him, his wife, and their car, honey? Why can't you just... Okay, I got to stop.
Not at fault.
I just don't know what to do about this. Should I go there to Metro and demand a new phone? They're gonna say, "Oh, it's a service, I was more than willing to pay them more for a better service, but I don't know if they even offer that. So we got to see. Still spinning. I can't get me no taste today. What y'all think? Y'all have an opinion on this bullshit? Since he has an opinion on every aspect of your lives, do you have an opinion about the goings on in Castle Wilson? Castle Wilson, stupid ass. Who builds a brand new house with an old water heater in it? Do you have a used water heater? I would think you at least get your 20 years or something out of an appliance like that, girl. I've seen a lot of old ones. When I came on here to get my thumbnail, they got all the ones that have been circulating for 30 years, girl. Why yours run out in 7 years? Let me think what I can get these foods for. And there's no guarantee that even if you do give him the money, that he would have bought a goddamn water heater with it. Hi, Claudia. Isn't a full-time job on Jay Wilson's wish list? You would think. I would think, hell, if I got between 5 and 10 degrees, I should have been able to go into somewhere in the last 10 years and actually got a real job. Not a temporary thing because somebody's on vacation, girl. A real job. A job with benefits, right? He came on here and the first thing he was bragging about is, oh, I got a 401k. You ain't got no 401k. Where's your 401? Well, how's it doing on the 401k, Jay Wilson? Right? I'm just saying, you ain't mentioned the 401k in a while. Why? Because it doesn't exist, Jay Wilson. You blew through that money trying to stay in that house a long time ago, girl. Right? And it wouldn't even be anything if you wouldn't always bragging about shit. What are you bragging about? You can't be the poorest. Are you going to be the richest on here? Or are you going to be the poorest on here? Make up your goddamn mind. We don't want to see nobody begging who is at the same time they bragging while they're begging. It doesn't make sense. If I want to buy somebody some water heater, it's going to be because of a single mother or somebody. They got them water done blew up and they need water. Oh, I want me something fancy. I want me something fancy. I don't know why. Because when the bank come and get that motherfucker, girl, they ain't gonna give a fuck what kind of water heaters in there, child. All right, Jay Wilson, I've given you my advice, honey. Don't make the same decisions you make before, where you figure you can just delay paying the mortgage, honey. I'll make it up later. I need a new water heater. No, honey. Pay your mortgage or your rent. It's always first. Always have a roof over your head, honey. These harebrained schemes, oh, I'm gonna scam them out of this next month. I got a plan. I'm gonna get them for this much. I'm gonna plan on trips and not take them. I'm gonna get them for that much. All that old bullshit, girl. No, it's never been sustainable, Jay Wilson. Pay your goddamn mortgage. You say it's a mortgage. We assume you're telling the truth. Pay your mortgage, girl. And if you want hot water in your house or you want soft water in your house, then you begin to put away a little something. Put away a 50 this month. Maybe put away 100 next month if you get lucky with one of your scams, right? And you'll save up for it because you have no credit. And save up for it. And then when you can afford to get this thing, then you get it. Don't come on here asking us to give it to you, girl. I want it. Ain't that a bitch? I want all kind of shit. That's like saying, oh, I have me a Volkswagen, but I want y'all to upgrade me to a Mercedes Benz. Really? You want a Mercedes Benz? I suggest you get a better job, nigga. What's going on, people? What else is going on besides Donald Trump? What happened to his promotion? Okay, I'm back way behind. People love to laugh at your ass. Why? Because you laughing at everybody else all day long. You over here laughing about people's having accidents in their drawers, girl. You think everything's funny. You know, one boyfriend bust the other boyfriend in the head with a hammer. You think that's hysterical. Everything's hysterical to you. Ah, and hollering. Is he bipolar? He has got to be bipolar. Because one minute he got that damn microphone turned all the way up, yelling and screaming real all loud and shit. Girl, then the next man, he talking so slow. You have to have the emotional intelligence. Yeah. High and low, high and low, high and low. I think he's a good chance that he is bipolar. That's why he's going to see a therapist. He's going to see a therapist because of that, or because he's fearful of losing Mark. He don't know how long he could keep up the charade that he has a lover. He's been lying so goddamn long, and he wants the therapist to help him with his lies. Why does he need to lie? Why does he create these stories and these scenarios that he then has to back up? Because a lie begets another lie, begets another lie, begets another lie, and then at some point you don't even remember what the fuck you said. You don't even know what you said, honey, because there's been so many lies, right? So if you are still springing for that therapist, we want to encourage you, but we don't want to encourage you past that mortgage. You go to a therapist when you can afford to go to a therapist. Got me? What's going on, Tracy? You then got him again. They got him again. Soon as Vic said he got that money for a car, you heard it right out of his mouth, child. Don't tell him none of your business, girl. Of course, he has to know all your business. Lowe's, Home Depot. Child, he ain't got no Lowe's card. Maybe he fixing it up because he's getting ready to sell it, honey. I told him when I first met his ass to sell it. I said, Jay Wilson, sell that car. You need to be in your a single or bachelor apartment. That's all you need, right? He got so mad at me, girl. You told me to sell my house. Timothy Blaine told me to sell my house. It was a practical thing to do, girl. You can't afford it. You can't afford it, Miss Thing. African American better start boiling pots of water. That's right. You want hot water? Boil it. Oh, he can't boil. He said, "Oh, my house is all electric. Our house is all electric." Should we buy you some new appliances, Jay Wilson? Do you want that as well? I see they're all old black appliances, girl. Mm-hmm. A clown. That's right. Called it just perfectly. That's what I thought. Okay. He sound like his breath. Sound like his breath. That's the word. They say his breath smell like shit. I think he's probably rims men. He, you know, when you ain't got no dick, you ain't got no equipment. Let's just be nice and say equipment to work with. You do other things. Jay Wilson, are you a rim queen? You got to figure out a different way to get these men off, honey. Mm-hmm. He probably added that to his wish list. How the fuck he got a wish list? What's the holiday? You got a wish list. I've heard of people have wish lists for their weddings, their birthdays, a regular holiday like Christmas presents, Christmas season. I ain't never heard of somebody just out of the blue coming to make an announcement that they want a whole new water system for their house, so they got a wish list for it. And a wish list is not, from my understanding, I don't go begging, so I don't know much about this kind of stuff. It's not like you can go and add to some, you can add to the watch. Girl, would you shut up? Don't call me a girl. You are, you drag queen. You can't just go and all donate. I'll put in 50, or I'll put in 30, or I'll put in 20. No, it ain't like that, honey. I have 2 items on my wish list. You can come and buy the item 1 for $549, or you can buy item 2 for $565. That's it. So you need 2 fools. And people, believe me, if any one of you even consider something so stupid as that, you've got to be fools. It's time for you to get a therapist as well. Mm-hmm. They gave Vic a car. Vic a car. Well, Vic has been coming to your channel for what, 5 years? Should be that if he got some help, that one of your faithful subscribers has gotten some help, or does he fall under Ain't No Friends on YouTube as well? Is Vivian? I've always wanted to ask you that. Is Vivian on Ain't No Friends on YouTube? Does she fit into that category as well, Jay Wilson? Will you ask under the bus if there's a financial motivation? I don't understand that. Hey, Deja. She said hi. Deja said hi, Squeenie. She said, I don't believe you in drag, Squeenie. I think my Squeenie is gay. Because there's only one dog in the park that he wants to hump him in the booty, and it's a boy dog. Mm-hmm. We might have to sit down and have a talk. He got to tell his daddy something. Hmm. Didn't Wilson say he was changing his content? Where's the change at? Change. Oh, change has come over. He always say he changed. Every time he get one of these little part-time jobs of his, girl, he talking about everything is changed. You almost saw all that big shit he made when he thought he was going to be a chaplain, child. Oh, I'm changing my content. What y'all just on YouTube? What y'all gonna do? What we gonna do, nigga? What you gonna do? You the one on here making 5 videos a day, girl. 6 years later, 7 years later, you still making 5 videos a day. What y'all gonna do? Oh, I got options. I got options. Don't y'all got no options? Oh, fool. Mm-hmm. Shouldn't his boo be helping him? I would think, Ambrosia. I would think if I was in a relationship and I was having problems in my home, honey, I would say, oh, hell yeah, baby. Can you float me one, until a couple months? I would think. But when you got no pride, when you were raised in the project, not in the projects, excuse me, we had more class than that. When you were raised in them damn trailer parks, in the muds, doesn't Florida constantly have water events, monsoons, and all that? I'm trying to imagine living in a goddamn trailer with 9 kids. Doesn't that thing fall apart every time they have what do you call them? What do you call that shit? Not a monsoon. Hurricanes and all that stuff they have there, child. I would think that'd be the last thing I want to live in Florida. When they have more hurricanes and monsoons and water events and water storms and all this shit, rainstorms, I would be the last place I want to live. Particularly now with all that weight in that trailer. Wouldn't that go, and the wheels fall down into the mud, right? Wouldn't there be sliding events where the damn thing just slide off into the ocean? I don't know, Jay Wilson. I don't know where you picked up these ways at, child. I don't know where you picked it up, Jay Wilson. Hi, Verbal Assassin. Thank you. I piggybacked off of you today. Thank you for the heads up on the content. We have to stay in that fool's ass, since he's in people's asses all day, every day, year in, year out. Everybody's love affair, where everybody lives, with their education. They didn't get the education. The nigga came on here telling me, you had the dream. You had Hey, I had dreams, all right. You had those dreams. Jay Wilson, just for me, I would think that a person who goes and gets between 5 and 10 and 12 degrees, I would think that would be the person with the big dreams. So tell us about that. Tell us how it feels. How does it feel? How does it feel, Jay Wilson, when you have went all this and deluded yourself to thinking you were going to be somebody? I think it's you. Why you keep telling me about what I want? I just couldn't understand that. And then I found out you driving a goddamn taxi cab, girl. Right? You work at a temporary. You never told us that you work at a temp agency. We had to hear that from the white woman. She said, "Oh, no, we just use a temp agency." If she hadn't said it, we wouldn't know nothing about it, because you just lie and lie and lie, right? It's just like you're talking about this goddamn thing, this new career of yours, this new promotion of yours, girl. We were there when you went into that office and you sat in on the interview. A person was interviewing somebody, right? And then you got that little job, girl. That ain't no full-time job. That is not a unless you're working for Chrysler or Tesla or some damn body who is hiring people every day, Miss Thing. That is not a full-time job, bitch. Correct? So there's another part-time job you got. Oh, you got to have many streams of income. You got to have you got to have that many streams of income because you're an incompetent fool. Right? If you were a normal person, you could have one career, one place to go. Bring them 9 to 5, and you would come home and you'll be able to put your feet up, watch TV, relax, honey, go on vacations and live your life, honey, and get a real lover, girl. Correct? But no, you got to get a little piecemeal here, piecemeal there. Oh, look at this that I got. I got to go to another job. You up at 6 o'clock in the morning. You're driving the cab, girl. You're driving the cab to work. You're driving the cab back from work, Miss Thing. You're on your lunch break. You got to go to a temporary assignment. You're on your lunch break. You got to come and make a video then, girl. I don't know how much break you get, girl, when it's a part-time job, Miss Thing. And then you're working here this week, and then you're working there this week, and then you're over to my. Oh, I don't say where I work. I don't say where I work. Then check your goddamn mouth. Oh, I be interviewing people. I be interviewing them for jobs. Oh, what do they got on? They don't know how to wear the right tie. They don't get. Jay Wilson, you are there to help people procure work, both for the employer and for the employee. You're not there to try to judge people and try to put yourself above them some kind of how. Because you are a terrible dresser, Miss Thing. Terrible. Some of them clownish ass outfits you come up with, Jay Wilson, right? I mean, come on. Are you the same Jay Wilson that we saw sit up here pretending to put on a shirt and tie to go to work every day until Tracy called the goddamn place and said, oh, he hasn't worked here for months. So where were you going, Jay Wilson? I mean, looking for work is online now, right? So I'm just curious, as to put that tie on, a shirt and tie, where were you going? So you have all the advice. It didn't work out for you. It took you 5 years to get this, girl. I guess his 80K temporary job and 5 other jobs aren't enough to stop him from begging, girl. Who said that, child? Deja, you correct. I guess his 80K temporary job and 5 other part-time streams of income aren't enough to stop him from begging. God damn. If you're putting in all that kind of work, I would think you should be able to go out and buy yourself some water softener. Just get the kind in the bottle, Jay Wilson, right? So is that why you buy your coffee in these drive-thrus? You buy your hard-ass water, girl. Jay Wilson, that hard-ass water, Miss Thing, can't you buy bottled water and pour it into the coffee maker, Miss Thing? Rust all around the shit. Girl, I've seen that kind of water before. Jay Wilson, so you've been a homeowner all this time, and you mean to tell me you've been going into your shower, into your bathroom, girl, and you've seen all that rusty shit all around your sink? How could you deal with that? All that rust all around your shower water. When you flush the toilet, what the fuck comes out of the thing? Are there little brown streams where the hard water comes through, and then you drink that and you eat that? And I mean, come on, man. It's taking you 8 years to get the idea that you need to get a water softener. Don't everybody in Texas already know that, girl? I mean, goddamn, I can understand it if you were in an apartment or something, girl. You didn't own the property. But for you to own the property and you sit up here with that hard-ass water all these years, girl. He'd be here Saturday. I'm going to get it one way or the other. He'd be here Saturday. Like I told you, girl, you better make sure you got that man's money right. I bet you that goddamn much. They're them plumbers. They carry them great big ass wrenches, bitch. What is that a problem? What? Bop that nigga upside his head. Next, he'll be asking for a pool. Somebody said he need to ask for a pool for Lyric. Like you could afford a dog. He only got the dog because the dog was $25. They had a special on the dog, $25. Plus, according to Heidi, he was afraid that somebody was going to come over and kick his ass. So Lyric was a security dog, but he couldn't go out and pick up him a Rottweiler or something, right? He had to take whatever they had down there. A $25 dog. Jay Wilson, that's a damn shame. You consider me going through all this shit to keep that stupid ass house that you don't need, honey. Try to prove something to yourself. I wish y'all go my grass. Not 2,300 church. Oh, they need money for the church refrigerator. They probably didn't trust his ass to raise the money. I wouldn't trust that motherfucker. No, honey. You will have nothing to do with anything financial in this church. We can't afford the risk. Next, he's going to be out there mowing grass. That's his next stop. 60, 70 years old out there mowing grass. The bill 109. What's the bill? Y'all don't know. There's a scream now. His man should be able to buy those items. Why he begging for those people? I have no, but it's just that's where he comes from, honey. Begging is just a natural thing with him. Correct. It's the only reason he came over here. I'm just here for the money. I'm gonna get the money. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just here for the money. I'm gonna get that. And then goes on. He talks about Cash App like it's the Bank of America or some goddamn body. Girl, that ain't nothing. Jay Wilson. I guess if you come on 5 times a day, girl, 7 days a week, Miss Thing, you might get a little scratch, Miss Thing. But that's kind of embarrassing for a person of your caliber. Those degrees paid off. Anyway, people, I just couldn't resist. Thank you for the content, Deanna and Tracy. Have a wonderful trip there, St. Jane. And we talk to y'all later.